communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running inside. It's Alexander. There he goes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Alexander. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sets up the screen. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He'll pull it on the read. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. This is a designed run. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Try to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
To the air, it's Carter. Back's got it. Touchdown, Commodores! The first points of the day.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, NC State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Alexander.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might as well stick with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Grabbed behind the line, it's Spence. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Alexander. There's some room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Carter. Unleashes one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the catch. It's Snow. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the RPO, complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. Trying to do it on the ground. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snap it to the back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for space. It's Alexander. Here's a little room there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He's inside the 50. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vandy. That one will give them the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
Number 88, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. It's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Using his legs, it's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carter. Catch in the middle. It's Spence. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On the run, it's Alexander. Nice move to keep running. Could be an alley. Touchdown Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 88 set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To throw, it's Bailey. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. NC State quick to the line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and fires toward the end zone.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Quarterback keeps it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. He'll set up to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run inside. It's Alexander. Makes it past the marker. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Vanderbilt. Once he got some room, it was over. 3rd touchdown in the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on the pass.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Might be changing the route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Kept it, and he's past the marker. At the 45, on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Commodores! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The sure hands, it's Scott.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
NC State going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen.
Makes the grab and room to run. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field. Make it.
Finding some room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Run in the red zone. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Vandy! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Maybe a crease. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Using his legs, it's Young. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.